Hey, welcome back. Van here. In this video, I'm going to go over a chainsaw that I bought way back when we bought this house. I bought it to do a video on. Now, I've cut down several trees with it. And actually, I had a tree cut down that I finished cutting it up with this thing. It's not bad. It's a Remington lemon trim. It's real easy to use. We're going to go over a few things. We're going to cut down this tree right here that the neighbor's tree fell down in the yard here. We're going to take it and limb it out and carry it to the road. So this thing is real easy to use. You just plug it up, pull the trigger. It's got a safety switch right here on the side. You push it in and you pull the trigger, and when you let off, it's got a brake that stops this thing. And I haven't cleaned it since the last time I used it. You can see right there. But you always want to check the chain and make sure that it's right. So it's good right here. Everything's nice, and might be a little bit too tight. Let's see. Yeah, it might be a little bit too tight since the last time I used it. I bought all this on Amazon. I got the chainsaw, I got the sharpening stuff. I didn't get the screwdriver or the socket on Amazon. That was my own. I got the oil. Now we're gonna go ahead and open up this cap. You wanna make sure you clean this off. I usually have me a paintbrush with me, to clean this off with, but I don't know. Just one of them days. You ever have one of them days when you just don't feel like going and looking for something? This was actually going to be a different kind of video today. And then I noticed this tree was across the fence. And the guy back here, he's in his 90s, so I'm not going to worry about him. I'm going to go ahead and take care of it myself. But you ever have one of them days you don't want to fool with nothing? You just want to go ahead and get it done? So this was supposed to be a video about a solar light and a battery powered floodlight that the company sent me. We're going to go ahead and do this tree though, and take care of this video review on this Remington chainsaw. One thing you want to do when you fool with this, like I say, the chain's too tight, get you a socket, come over here, loosen up these just a little bit. And every few hours of cutting, you want to take this apart and flip this bar over and put the chain back on. And that makes it wear evenly. Right here underneath all of this dust from the last time I cut it up. I had a big white oak cut down here in the yard. And I used this chain. I told him, I said, leave all the lumber. I want to use it. Or, firewood. So I actually cut it all up myself. So this is where you adjust the chain. And when you move that screw, you want to just give it a little watt forward. Now you see how it loosened up? That's a little too loose. So we're going to go back the opposite way. And I just barely did turn this thing. Alright, now we're going to turn the blade again. Alright, let's tighten it up a little bit more. You can actually you can sharpen this blade really easily. There's a lot of videos online about how to do that, so I'm not going to show you because I'm not really a professional at doing that. So I'm not going to show you a video on something I don't really know a whole lot about, but I can sharpen one. But I don't want to be something that I'm not, so we're fixing to give this thing a watt 4. The chain looks great on it now. You see that? A little bit of play in it. This is a nice little case. I'm telling you, everything I got was on Amazon. This chainsaw was like I want to say $36 when I bought it. The sharpening kit, I don't remember what it was, but it's got everything you need to sharpen the blade and sharpen it the right way. It's got like several files with it. You can't go wrong with this thing. So let's go ahead and get this video going. All right, y'all, this chainsaw just uses a regular 110. What I like to do, since I've had this, I've known what I needed to do, but you want to tie this thing in a knot, right? And then plug it up. And what that does is it keeps from, whenever you're pulling the cord, it keeps that cord from coming unplugged while you're using this thing. So like I say, you got a emergency switch right here on the side that keeps it from starting up just by accidentally pulling the trigger. Push that in with your thumb and pull the trigger. See how it stops? Now this doesn't have an automatic oiler on it, so what you want to do is while you're doing it, you want to prime that bulb with your thumb every so often. I haven't used this in a little bit, so I want to do that a few times and get the oil flowing on the chain. Alright, let's do it. Cut this limb off. Cut this limb off. Let's cut this off. Alright. That's a pretty big limb right there. It might be a little bit too big for carrying it to the road, so we're going to cut this one off. What do you think about it so far? I mean, have y'all ever used one? And you want to know why I use one? It's because you remember, if you've ever had one and you don't use it very often, like I don't use this very often, but if you had gas and you let it sit up and you go out there and you try to crank it, it's whoa, 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 and it won't crank, and you got to carry it to the shop, or you got to fiddle with it, try to get the carburetor working again. You don't have to worry about that with this. You don't have to worry about batteries being dead. You don't have to worry about gas, carburetors, or anything. And I'm gonna tell you something. When I had this big white oak taken down, and it was huge, the guy that took it down said that he had heard that, and he was thinking about doing his stuff the same way, but he had heard that a lot of companies up north went to using battery powered Milwaukee chainsaws. Shorten this limb up some here. I mean, you can't beat this. This is one of the best investments I've ever made. I mean, really? $36? You think if you went out and bought a McCullough or a Steel or anything, I mean, you'll spend up well over $100 on a daggone chainsaw. That's about all I gotta say about this. I'm gonna finish cutting this tree up right here. There's not a whole lot left. I may log this up right here for my fire pit. If you're interested in something like this, there'll be a link in the video description down below, and I'll leave a link to some other electric chainsaws that you can choose from by the reviews on Amazon. But this one got a good reviews, and it's cheap. I mean, I've had it for almost 3 years now. I mean, you can't go wrong with this. It's not gonna fail you. And if it does, throw it away, spend another $36. That's still less than 2 chainsaws. Hey y'all, thanks for stopping by. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give me a big thumbs up. Like, share, subscribe. Leave a comment in the comment section down below. If I didn't answer any of your questions, let me know and I'll try to answer them in the comment section down below. Y'all have a good one now, and you come back. Yeah.